Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. Now, do check out the updates video of what's to come onto the channel and what other series of games I'm going to be playing on the channel. And this is one of the new games I'll be playing. And hello to everyone that is new to my channel. I'm Zekm11. I usually play Plants vs. Zombies 2, Battle Cats, or any other PC games and mobile games that if you guys want me to play, I will play them for you. Now, as time goes on, I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently with how I do my videos. But until then, this is my best way of recording Fire Emblem Heroes, so if it looks not that decent, that's just how everyone does it with this game. Can't really change it. Can't make it awesome and sideways, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, Fire Emblem Heroes. If you don't know this Fire Emblem franchise, okay, this is gonna be a long time to explain it to all of your new fellas around here about this series. Okay, so Fire Emblem, as it stands, is a war kind of strategy game where, of course, you have your units. Let's just go off that Fire Emblem Heroes is a game with all the characters from the past Fire Emblem games into this game. This is one mobile game that you can collect them in a gacha-like system. Okay, there's the Heroes part of that. Okay, so Fire Emblem is a strategy game that has like a rock, paper, scissors kind of strategy to it, where you have stats like magic, stack, speed, defense, all that fancy stuff, and it's not more in certain Fire Emblem games. For this one, it's just 5 simple: health, attack, defense, speed, and resistance. And magic and normal attack are in the same category as attack. When I'm talking about the rock, paper, scissors kind of deal with Fire Emblem game, with Fire Emblem series, it's usually lance, axes, and swords. Swords are good against axes, axes are good against lances, and lances are good against swords. Now, it would be a lot more easier to explain all of this at once when I'm going through this tutorial, but I don't want to restart on this profile, nor I want to start using the other phone to record, and I just don't want to do a new profile, all that jazz. It's a lot more simpler to explain it now, and awesomeness. Anyway, I was planning on starting a series over this in February, when it first launched, on February 2nd, but at that time I was still in school. Now, I am not in school. I just graduated several days ago, and yeah, here I am with Fire Emblem Heroes. Now, through this series, I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to be doing, or how I'm going to do it, but I'll probably ask for your guys' opinion of what I could do for this series. Maybe arena duels, maybe certain maps played, maybe to see how lucky I am at summoning for heroes. Who knows? I'll see until then, but let's go over the units I have. Like the Battle Cats, go check out that video. I'll probably put it in the description, or I can probably put it as a tag up above. As you see up there, go click it to watch the Battle Cats episode. That was like Thursday. I had a long weekend doing stuff, so that's why I was not able to get out an episode in the past couple of days, but here I am, Tuesday, it's May 9th, let's get this stuff going. Fun fact, Fire Emblem Heroes just updated yesterday with 1.3, which was an update furthering the arena and arena duels. Today, they added several celebration maps, and they finally released the arenas with all of the new arena duels with the new arenas. Okay. So, fun fact, that just recently happened, and there is a 1.5 experience bonus happening right now, which I will be doing a map on this episode. Probably do the special celebration maps that they're doing, which is all defense style maps. And I'll probably try to help new players along that are currently subscribers to my channel that don't know Fire Emblem all that much. So, like I said, it's a gacha style game. So, if you don't know what that is, that's basically using a certain kind of currency in the game that you can pay for or you get for free. You usually get less when you're playing for free, and it's your best goal or to attempt to collect better units if you're lucky enough to get them. And some of them are broken, some of them are not, and most of the time it will take you a long time to get those awesome units, depending upon which kind of gacha system there is in place. And certain gacha systems you can't do anything, you just get that 3-star character, and maybe it's like, let's just say, right now I'm thinking Sword Art Online and Memory Defrag, which is another fun fact. I will be doing an episode of that this week. I'll try to do like each week I'll do one episode of each game. I'll try to do that like for 5 days in a row. And I don't know about Saturdays and Sundays. I might end up doing live streams on those days. Okay, that's out of the way. I like to say that Memory Defrag, what the gacha system like is that you could be very lucky and get at least 1 to 3 4-star characters, but if you don't get any 4-star characters, you get only 3 stars and less, and you cannot upgrade it to 2 or 3 stars into 4 stars. In some games like Fire Emblem Heroes, what you can do is, if you go to allies, you could go in advanced builds and unlock potential, and any characters that you have right now, you can decide, oh yeah, I want to upgrade this to 4 to 5. Well, you can do that, but there's a problem. They don't want you to instantly do that because you would have overpowered units, and some people that haven't played that long wouldn't be able to do that. So, they limit it by how many feathers there is, and let's just say that until the time comes, I'll talk about the situations right now with Fire Emblem Heroes, with feathers, with orbs, and how right now it's not the best. But if you just look aside from that, Fire Emblem Heroes is actually a pretty decent game that you like, and it is free to play. I've not paid anything at all in this game. Now, it comes down to luck with you with summoning and getting 5-star heroes. But here's the thing about it. You can also unlock to 5 stars. So there's only 2 characters that I unlocked from 4 to 5. Well, that shouldn't be that hard to find one of them. Narcy. No, I'm not. What did I say last year? I'm gonna butcher this so bad. Mikalis. I think that's correct. Mikalis. Charlotte. I'm gonna just say Mikalis. He is one of the 2 5-stars. 4 stars I ranked up to 5 stars. Well, technically, I think it was a 3-star. No, I think I got the 4-star version when I had the bonus units. Long story short, there's hero battles that happen from time to time. There's at least 2 each month, and Mikalis is just one. And you only have a certain limit of time. You know. Anyway, Chrom was another character that I ranked from 4 to 5 stars. And I was just like, in a way, a little bit lucky because Chrom is actually pretty decent. Everyone hates him because he has low speed and resistance. I say he's the more bulkier of all the exalts, or what do they call them? The royals or lords. That's what I'm thinking of. Lords that there's a lot of. He's more the bulkier. Bulk. Why did I say bulkier? Oh god. Bulk. What's with me today? It's like 8 o'clock right now. It's really early for me. So I'm butchering stuff a lot right now. But he has more bulk of all of them. And I actually like to use him. Now with skill inheritance, which was something that I added in 1.2 update, correct? Or is it 1.1? It's one of those updates. I should probably keep checking that more, but with skill inheritance, I ended up giving him Poison Strike, which I just wanted to give him something random that was kind of decent. And I thought of what would be awesome is that if I don't kill the enemy, at least give him more damage. And I think it might have been... Did I give him anything else? I don't think so. By the looks of it, I can't remember. I didn't think so. It was just more of I wanted that Flash in. Because fun fact, the Flash in gives 10 health every 3 turns. There's so much to this game that I could go down instantly, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So, all the characters I have, let's go how I collected them. My actual first 5-star hero, fun fact, Crom was technically my second 5-star hero. I was able to get Climb as a 5-star hero. Now, something interesting about the IV checker is that this Climb is kind of weird compared to what other people say. If I were to minus the attack from the Brave Bow, which is 7, so giving him 31 attack, and minusing 6 one, okay, that's normal. I think that's the correct attack. But when it comes down to speed, his IVs, he has like 2 more than what he should have. Some people think he should have 28 or 29 speed with the Brave plus Bow, which minuses 5 speed to begin with minus 5 speed already applied. Like, these stats right here already apply. So, if he didn't have the Brave Bow, he would have 36 speed. But because he has it, he has 31. So, I don't know. I still think the IV checker needs a lot of balancing, a lot of checking, because when I look at it, it's not correct. Even with minusing all the abilities, items, with the actual stats. It's kind of stupid. I don't know why they haven't still checked over that. I might be incorrect with something, which I doubt, but... Also, I have plus 3 healths because of the Sacred Seals, which is another fun fact. It's 1.2, they added in Sacred Seals, which basically, depending upon which seal you have, gives you either plus 3 attack, plus 1, plus attack, 1 plus speed. That's what I have so far, which I gave to certain characters that mostly need it. So, our second, well, technically our third 5-star character we got. Now, it was Flying, which I got from the first. It was just like a random pull that I wanted to do 20 of. It was during, like, when was it? It was like during March, whenever Behind was. Then, of course, I ranked up my Crom to 5 stars. Then, my next one was actually Xander, Bunny Xander, and let's just say his artwork design is kind of interesting. Anyway, he is actually the worst of the 4 Bunny event characters you could have gotten, Bunny costume characters you could have gotten from the Easter event. Now, to be honest, he kind of decent. He has good walk range. There's also a range of how long he walks and pretty much characters. It's a lot shorter in Fire Emblem Heroes. That's a whole nother thing I need to talk about too. But I'll try to explain everything as I go along through the series. And depending upon what you guys want me to do with this series, we'll talk about it. So my next 5-star character I got, yeah, I'm correct on, is Lucas. Lucas was actually the best character. I got from the worst character of one banner to the best character of one banner. It happened to both be Lance characters, which basically is blue. They kind of made it look like Pokemon with like blues against fire, like water's against good against fire, fire's good against grass, grass good against water. Kind of that deal, but with the weapon triangle and color. Just kind of cool in its own self. So if you're a Pokemon fan, you can also think like that too. So Lucas, the thing about Lucas, I think personally, he's as good as what most people are using now, Sharina, which I was planning on doing 4 to 5-star ranking, but I decided to do what is my next 5-star character that I got him, Callus. He was actually my second character I went from 4 to 5. He was actually 3 stars, and then making 4 stars, and then making 5 stars. But yes, he was my second one that I got in that, and he was my 4th 5-star character. Now, several days ago was a Hero Fest banner, which was like a 5% chance to get any of the 4 characters from the banner, which was Takumi, Ryoma, Hector, and Azula. So, out of 2 full sets of summons, I don't have that good of luck, let's just say that. But I ended up getting Ryoma. Now, out of him compared to Chrom, I like both. But I do like Ryoma because he has the Regento. Now, if you guys don't know, Xander's original weapon, which is not the Carrot Lance, but it's the Siegfried, which is the normal Xander, which is like down here somewhere, wherever that may be, right here. He eventually gets, thank you, skill list, boom boom, Siegfried, while Regento for Ryoma allows him to counterattack regardless of distance the unit is getting attacked from, which is kinda useful. There's certain abilities like what Hector gets, which is close counter, which basically allows, far away counter, like distance counter, which is basically the same thing. And then there's Takumi, who gets close counter, which allows archers, mages, and dagger users to be able to counter it. Now, there's one group I forgot that I just mentioned was archers, daggers, mages, basically healers. That is the silver orbs, like this non-elemental focused color that doesn't really have an advantage against the other 3 colors or the other 3 elements or weapons, but in the games, all in that orb group or in the mages, archers, and daggers group, they usually have like a rock paper scissors between each other, but in this game they don't, which I don't know why they don't. It's weird. It's like archers don't do good against daggers, daggers don't do good against staff, and staff doesn't do good against archers. Well, it wasn't really like that, it was more of archers not good against daggers, and that was it. But that's like a whole nother story to talk about. Like, this game has so much to talk about in so little time. Okay, so out of all that out of the way, with all my luck, and as you kind of want to look through all the characters I have and more than one of the same characters I have, I've been playing since the very beginning. Now, as a free-to-play player, it is actually difficult to get orbs and then to get 5-star characters. So from the summon focus, which is how you get more characters, you get 5 per orb, or if you keep doing it in that one session, you get 1 less a certain amount of times, and then eventually the last orb you summon is 3 orbs to use. So in total, if you use the whole session in that one time, you spend 20 orbs. But if you just go into it, use 1 summon, and then exit, you only spend 5. And if you want to get 5 summons, you have to use 25 instead of 20. So it's kind of like, well, depending upon which orbs you get, which should be random in color, and that color depends upon which character you're going to get, depending upon which color it was. Like, let's just say that Robin over here, the one that's the most right, he is a blue toon user. So for me to want me to get to him and want to get him, my best bet would be to use blue orbs, which I think these summons have a good chance to get these characters. So that's something to know. And there's a lot more to the screen, like appearance rates, show you how likely you're gonna get 5-star, focus, which is the banner itself, but you can get other 5-star characters that are not in the banner. And then you can see who they are by details, because the 5-star focuses those 4 characters, and then the 5 stars you can get. Now, like I said before, it's all depends upon luck. So, there you go. All that info in just one area. Now let's go into the battle screen. There's so much to talk about. Special maps. From the time to time, you probably use it for like what's happening now. They can do special missions that are only like a certain amount of time. Good way to get orbs. And daily, you get certain characters that you get for free. There's only 1 to 2 stars, but some of them, like Sophia, are actually pretty decent to get. Do not use your characters for feathers. Even though you might get some good feathers, unless you pay money into the game, don't sacrifice your units, so don't send them home. Basically, just don't send your units home. Even though you get good enough feathers, just not worth it unless you pay money to summon. And you get duplicate characters, and you don't want them. Then you can sacrifice them, or send them home. Whatever way you want to think about it, anything your friends. Then story maps is the main story of the game, and paralogs. They're just good ways to get orbs and kinda show you how the characters are. See, this game helps you basically know how the characters are in each game, and maybe if you like the characters a lot, or like the story a lot, you can probably play the game. So it's kind of like a back and forward kind of deal. Anyway, the story maps. Then there's arena duels, which I could use certain items like the dueling crest for me to be able to get more dueling swords for me to do more arena. Which the recent update for the arena, I mean, there's like 1.2 changed how you face certain people. Then 1.3 allows you to be in a certain rank in a certain tier, which I'm tier 10. And you can get orbs and feathers now when you're done with the season, compared to just getting feathers, which each season's 1 week. Then you have the training tower, which allows you to be able to train your characters up to the maximum level of 4. This is like this gigantic theory I have that level 40 will not be the highest level when this game's done. No, there's a whole theory I have that 40 is not the maximum level. Oh, well, as time goes on, but right now it is. And then we have the voting gauntlet, which still has the results from last voting gauntlet, but the next voting gauntlet is actually soon to come. Let's just say that it was done, like, disgusting of how it went. And so they made adjustments to it again. It'll probably end up having, like, major, like, most liked characters that from the newest games will probably win. Let's just say I want to keep that down, because it's stupid at the same time true. But voting gauntlet is a good way to get feathers. It's just they don't happen enough amount of times for you to be able to get enough feathers. At least it's actual teamwork compared to Sword Art Online Memory Defect where you're just alone trying to do ranked events. Anyway, Fire Emblem Heroes in a nutshell. There's a lot more stuff to it, like shop, which is not all the shop, I guess, if you're free to play. And of course the hero merit list, which after a battle you get hero merit, which then after a certain amount you can get a certain amount of feathers, and you can only do it to 2,000 points. You can probably get more, but up to 2,000 points, which means you only get about 2,000 feathers in the end of it for each character. At first everyone thought it was each individual character. Nope, it is actually one of each. I don't think anyone realizes that yet. sad to say, but they have all that good and lovely stuff. I guess that's kind of all the game. So, you're probably bored of me talking about everything about the game, and maybe you're interested in the game. Well, let's actually do a defense map. I still have yet to do these, and I kind of wanted to do them while recording, so here we go. Okay. So, with the recent update, with the new maps they brought out, these fortresses around here, will allow your characters to gain less damage. Which is actually cool. And nice. I like it, actually. It's kind of interesting, because it seems like with this map, you're gonna need 2 infantry to be right here, then you're gonna need like a mage or archer on the sides. So, there's certain different kinds of battles modes in this game. There's defense, siege, and just a normal boots mode. It basically means defeat every enemy. So defense, you want to survive a certain amount of turns. Some of them will have it so they can't lose any more people. Right here, basically you have to survive 6 turns. Then there's siege, which you have a certain amount of turns to defeat everyone. Then you have the normal rhythm amount, basically defeat every character. Now, in these special maps, I don't know if most people know yet, but whenever you defeat every character on the field, you instantly finish the map. So yeah.
Understood.
So, out of all the characters, I like to use these so far. I would use Prompt, but I'm trying to level up everything.
Yes. Let's go.
Probably do that. That's interesting. Well, I don't like that at all. I kinda wish I had like a swap feature.
Okay.
I would have done that.
Tell me. Yes.
Okay.
Don't push me.
I force these two to attack
Leave it to me.
Lucas has like amazing defense compared to Sharina, which has normal stats all around. The thing about Lucas is that he doesn't have decent. He doesn't have that good of a speed or resistance stats. That's why a lot of people would like to use Sharina. But Lucas is kind of like a range, able to walk 2 instead of 1 tank. See, moving a certain amount of steps does matter in this game too. The tanks only move 1, so they can't easily escape, nor can they easily get into a unit and attack first. They usually get attacked first before they can attack an enemy first. And then knights, not knights, but horsemen, or cavaliers, usually walk 3 instead of 2. Because 2 is the normal infantry kind of movement, then you have cavalry, which is 3, and then tanks usually 1. And flyers can fly over stuff, but it's only 2. Like, you can fly over mountains like that, or sky. I'll try this. You didn't really think that through, dude. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know how this map's gonna be played.
I always do my best.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Okay.
Leave it to me.
I like that. That was a decent play.
Of course.
Kinda tempted to attack him.
Very well.
I don't want to. Kinda want to deal with these mages right here.
Tell me.
I'm probably gonna end up attacking. Okay. So holy investments every. Okay, let me. After this is over, he's not gonna do anything. When you want to talk about stuff and it doesn't happen. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's a lot going on. But, so, right here, these, what did they say? Did they say what those kind of are? It's basically commands. Well, certain weapons, it's usually, yeah, special trigger. That's what they call it. Anyway, killer weapons or certain weapons allow it to go faster, and certain killer moves do a lot of damage or stuff like that. It's supposed to help out a lot. And trust me, a lot of times it doesn't. Okay, flyers are gonna be kind of difficult to deal with because they're gonna keep trying to go. They basically fly over mountains, and I can't do that.
Don't push me.
Okay. My Galaxy Destroy Warriors. Everyone. Oh man. I could talk all about Warriors and how everyone acts like makes Warriors God. It's basically a god. You're not gonna do anything, Evo. You just give him a level. More defense. Actually, it's kinda decent to get more attack. Now let's talk more about IVs. Now, it's kinda decent that Guillaume over here has defense, plus defense, but I think he has minus, I'm trying to remember what he has a minus.
Let's go.
I think it was a minus resistance. Or health. I think it might have been health. Yeah, I think he had high defense, low health, and everything medium. Which is actually pretty decent because of his...
Yes.
Because he needs to survive a long time, so having 1 to 2 B+ would be decent with him having their Gen 2.
Of course.
I kinda wanna get rid of this Clavier, but I can't.
Ha.
I would have to defeat Abel first, and I have to worry about these guys. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. That's dangerous there. Thankful he just has enough.
Yes. You are finished.
Good job, Michaelis. Always doing what I want him to do. They still an attack. Yeah, he's not gonna do anything until like this. Kinda want to take out these two, but it's just good enough experience.
Leave it to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Just move them up and then turn.
I always do my best.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so you're gonna go after Lucas still. That's not gonna do much of anything. I'm sorry, bro. And stage clear. Like Green Clavier is gonna be a problem when we go into the next part, hard version. See, I usually try to do easy. No, it's not easy, but normal let's go here, because it's better explained. There are difficulties to each map, and depending upon the color around the difficulty of the map determines the difficulty. So we have normal, the easiest, hard being hard and harder, the lunatic just being completely lunatic about it, and difficult as can be. And I guess that's kind of all for now, because there's so much to do with this game, but I need your guys' opinion of what I could do next. I could summon, but I'm waiting until the next summon banner, which is gonna be like the 16th to the 17th. I'm not gonna be summoning until then, and with all that's happening right now, we have plenty of chance to save up for orbs, which you probably want to do. Sometimes they're tricky. Sometimes they just bring out random maps out of nowhere, random banners out of nowhere, and it's just like, it's not like Hero Fest, where it's just out of the blue, the best banner yet. You could say that, but I don't really think it is. Yes, you get like a 5% chance with the characters themselves. There's gonna be some big, or just something that's gonna happen with the game, and which character is gonna be the best. And I think seals are gonna change the game a lot. Yeah, we haven't gotten much stuff with seals. We still have so much to the game that 1.3 has still yet to offer, because they're still keeping stuff secret within the game. Anyway, I'm ZekM11. I think it'd be a good time to stop now. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.